Hey friends, it's Laura at the Turquoise home, and I am excited to show you my real life home tour today. I've been wanting to do this for a couple of months and there's just never been a good opportunity, but my house cleaner left. She left a couple hours ago and it has not been destroyed yet. So this is going to be the cleanest my house ever is. So don't be jealous. It will be messy again by 6 o'clock tonight. So this is a window of opportunity. I do want to say before we jump into this is that my house this is a real life home tour. You will see corners of my home that are not dirty, but like messy boxes, stuff that needs to be dealt with. And that is just a reality all the time. There's always going to be part of my home that has stuff that needs to like be put together or be painted, or there's a box of stuff that needs to be opened. You'll see there's a lot of it today. And if you ever thought that a blogger's home is immaculate all the time, I mean, we take pictures that are staged, that are, furniture is moved out of the way and stuff is changed for the photo. So just so you know, as a blogger, I have the same 24 hours in a day as you do. My home is never perfect. It's never all clean at the same time, except for when my house cleaner comes, and even still, she doesn't go in my office. It is untouched. So don't ever feel bad about the pictures that you see on social media, because it's not real life. It's just not. And I hope to show you some of that real life today. And this is super clean. It's not normally like this. But this is how I want my home to look if people were coming over. Except actually, I would move all the junk that's in my dining room over there, and I would put it in my office and lock the door. And nobody would see it, but I'm going to show you all of it today. All right, let's get started. All right, we're going to start outside. Hopefully my neighbors don't come out and think I'm weird and creepy. But this is the front entrance. I've got my plaid rug layered with the come in and get cozy. And actually I posted a post today about new spring rugs that I want to put in here. And right now I pulled out my last year's lamb's ear and peony wreath. I realized I said that wrong when I made my peony wreath this year. But this cute welcome sign is from an Etsy shop. And as you can see, our door needs to be painted. Sometimes I'll Photoshop this out in pictures because it's just really ugly. And I really want to paint it a new color. I talked about doing it last year, but our HOA hasn't approved it. All right, so we'll open the front door, and here's our entryway. I don't have a lot of stuff on my entryway table right now because I was playing with some of it in the dining room. But I have my favorite art piece from Laurel Browning. I got it at a local shop here in Huntsville, just some candles. And then this mirror is from Pottery Barn, but it is old and sold out. And this dresser is one I got off Craigslist and painted with chalk paint, Annie-Slim chalk paint. And it was my first chalk paint endeavor several years ago. And this runner is just from Target, long time. So as we walk in, you'll see the first thing you see is the living room. And this is the new rug that I got after polling all of you a couple weeks ago. I got a little bit darker rug with the same distressed look. So it's a little bit darker. I love it, love it, love it. The colors in here are weird right now because the sun is starting to go down, but that's my spring mantle and the leather chair my husband brought into the family. I turned the light on even though it gives like a yellow glow. My daughter was watching The Jungle Book before she went down for a nap, but there's my new IKEA chair. These pillows were one of my first pillows I got for this room, and I made them for my Braymore. They're called Gorgeous Pearl by Braymore, and I still love them. They're like my signature fabric. I love them. This desk I painted with some chalk paint. It was my college desk. It's just got some random decor on it. And then we'll come back. Oh, and you'll notice we have child locks on all these doors because my 3-year-old will get in here and just destroy everything. So we keep those locked, but I take those off for all pictures for the most part. And then coming back over to this side of the room, we have, this is a chicken wire and like frame that I built. The tutorials from Wally Jane, and I keep old Christmas cards on it. I had to turn the light off because the yellow was just making me crazy. Okay, so a new thing that has not made an appearance on the blog are my new bamboo shades. They are from selectblinds.com, and I did something a little different. You can see the window comes to the bottom, like this is the top of the window right here, right? And I hung them all the way up closer to the curtain rod to make it appear larger. I didn't want the blind to cover part of the window, which it does in the kitchen because I hung them inside, an inside mount, but I wanted the windows to appear bigger in here. And sorry, the lighting is crazy, but I really like how they, all right, you get a good sense of the rug now. It's awesome. It you know, hides stains really well, so it's great for kids. This couch is a pottery barn couch that we got from Craigslist, like 5 years. And unfortunately, there's a board in the back that's broken, so it sags really bad. So we're actually looking to replace it. I'm thinking about getting a sectional. This table came with my husband when we got married, and I seriously should have chalk painted it like a long time ago, but it's just sat here and it's like dingy glory. And this is the recliner that's never been on the blog before. Here is my gallery wall. I used to have like just a bunch of pictures up there, but a couple years ago or a year ago or so, I took it down and did just these big picture frames, and then I did this abstract art, and the table is from World Market. I love it. As you can see, there's like a pink ball in there. There's like kids writing tablets in the thing, and then there's toys in there. There's also toys in this basket down here. So stuff that I normally would hide for a blog post. Now, this for sure I would hide for a blog post. This would never look this way. Oh, and these are baby gates. I honestly do a lot of my work in the dining room. I'll bring my computer in here and work while the kids are. So I'll work in here, and this keeps my 3-year-old out. So I have one over there and have one right here, and it just really works well. That's my new buffet. And this is just a bunch of random stuff that just needs to be dealt with. And I used to have a rug in here, but I just moved it into my master bedroom. I'll show you that in a minute. But try to get in here where the lighting is better. But yeah, just have random, like I'm in the middle of chalk painting the dining or the kitchen table. So there's my tray, and of course I just got light bulbs yesterday. So there's light bulbs. I have more light bulbs, purchases, flowers. And then I got all my spring and summer boxes out of the attic. So, these are like this random decor that I've been going through, trying to figure out how I want to decorate for my spring home tour. And then you can't really see. Like, this is my old rug from the living room, and this is kids stuff that needs to be sold or donated. And then over here, it's hard to tell, but like this just random stuff. My daughter's doing a reading initiative at school, so we have piles of reading. Literally, we have piles of reading books everywhere. So these are, I think she read these already. So I'm trying to keep the ones that she's read in here and the one that she hasn't read out there. More stuff. I need to put these wall sconces up. They've been sitting there for a while. This is one of the last things from Christmas to go down. It actually is. I've never shared this on the blog, but this is one side for Christmas, and then the other side is this. You've seen this probably on Instagram, but it's just a double-sided sign. So it just needs to go in the attic. This is the curtain rod I took down from my kitchen. I need to sell it. Some decor on this side. I made this plate rack from just a piece of wood. And the lighting is bad because the sun is coming in this window, but so it looks really yellow. But I realized I was starting to collect plates for a plate wall, but this plate I realized was going to be too similar to this, so I needed something behind it. So I made this like DIY industrial plate rack a few years ago, and I think it looks cute. So then we'll go back into the living room and around to the kitchen this way. If you hear noise, it's my the washing machine is going, so if you hear that. Okay, so here's the room that's changed the most recently. It's the eat-in kitchen area. I'm still in the middle of painting the table, which is why you see these under the legs. But if I waited till there were no projects going on in the house, then, you know, we would never be having this home tour. So these are the new blinds in here. I love, 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 love them. I haven't posted about them on the blog yet. I'll post about them soon. These are my new curtains from Pottery Barn. My curtain rod is from Target. The blinds, again, are from selectblinds.com, and it's really like wanting to focus on my backyard. There's the trampoline. And then the light, it was cheap. I should have, like, see, this is a real house tour. If I was really taking pictures of here, like, I would change these clear bulbs out for the frosted ones, like those. They would match, but they don't. And then here is a real life moment. My daughter, I went to pee the other day, and I heard a chair move, and she had gotten up there and gotten the eraser and erased the bottom of my chalk art because she wanted to draw on it. So I have to redo that. There's a lot of times of the year that they can draw on the chalkboard, but sometimes I do something special for pictures or whatever while I was working on this room. I wanted to have that on the wall, so I'll redo that at some point, and then she can draw on it. Okay, I'm about to have to get my daughter off the school bus, but I did this treatment to the bar, I guess you would call it. It was super easy. It's just really thin strips of reclaimed wood that are already painted white. I had a brain fart there for a second and couldn't remember the name of the company, but it's called Stickwood. This is Stickwood, and it is awesome. I love how it gives this wall a little bit of character. And then we move into my little bitty kitchen. And here is my gallery wall that's not quite springified yet. It's still got some summer. It's got that Let It Snow printable up there. And then we have a pear printable. And I shared yesterday on Instagram about my new filing system. I love these file folders and this file folder holder thing from Target. And I need to add some spring touches to this, which I will. Other things you would never see on the blog are this trash can, which is old and crappy. And while you would probably see my Roomba on, maybe like me using it or whatever, I would totally remove it if I was taking pictures of this area of the kitchen. And then we'll walk through here. I painted the kitchen cabinets white several years ago, and the sun just went behind a cloud, so it's a little dark, but I love them. I just got this new grocery sign, and I love it. And my canister is from Pottery Barn. This Marble Lazy Susan is from Royal Market. I made these like chalkboard labels for my flour and my sugar canisters many years ago. This is the remnants of my Christmas hot chocolate bar. I still haven't put that away. All right, I had to get my daughter off the school bus, so she's probably gonna come in here in just a second. But this is a kitchen. It's really small. The sink needs to be replaced. That's my next big. I would love, love, love to replace the sink. And if you can see in it, it's so dirty. And I have a homemade cleaner that will make that white again. I just haven't used it in a while. But yeah, I painted the cabinets a couple. I would love, love, love to replace the sink. And if you can see in it, it's so dirty. And I have a homemade cleaner that will make that white again. I just haven't used it in a while. But yeah, I painted the cabinets a couple years ago, painted those cabinets. I love them. Love, love, love. Got my diffuser. It's not going right now currently, but it goes a lot of the time. One like remaining red thing in my house. I never have anything red anymore, but I used to have a red couch and red like accessories. And I love this towel holder, paper towel holder so much. I can't get rid of it, but I remove it for all pictures. So that's a funny fact. And then my mug rack you can get them from like World Market or Amazon or whatever. But it's awesome for having it right there. Here's my side of my refrigerator that would totally clean if I were to post pictures on. Yeah, if I were to post pictures, it would be super, I don't know, it would be styled instead of just random stuff. But I just put random like kids pictures and stuff on there. We have a chore chart. And then I tried to buy this basket to eliminate random stuff on top of the refrigerator. But as you can see, we have some lovely colorful Halloween buckets that continue to be up there. And then a baton because my 3-year-old likes to hit people with it. So it's in timeout. And then my packets of my favorite red drink are up there. Oh, and some makeup, fingernail polish, because once again, the 3-year-old cannot be trusted. And I'm glad I'm showing you the top of my refrigerator, because I'm sure it hasn't been cleaned in a while. But this light fixture is one I replaced and got it from Lowe's. And you can see the paint. I don't know if you can see the paint from the old light fixture. I didn't have any of this flat white paint, so it's like kind of glossy, so you can kind of see the difference. And I haven't been telling y'all the colors of the wall, but I'm sure I'll get questions. So in here, in the living room, is Revere Pewter. The trim, the board and batten, which I did, is simply, so yeah, the board and batten is simply white, as well as the cabinets are simply white. It's what matched my existing trim the best, and so I've just stuck with that. And then in here is Sea Salt by Sherwin-Williams. So before we walk out of the kitchen, I'm going to show you the next room, which is the laundry room. And it has never before been seen on the blog because I don't have a good camera lens to show it. So this has never been seen before. All right, and I have to have the light on to cast this terrible glow because there's no natural light in here. So this is not cleaned up for you at all. This is my husband's like pocket dumping ground, so you know, I just don't even mess with it. This room, when we got it, was in the floor. Oh my gosh, the floor has got to be done. Like, it's got to be fixed. I have bought grout paint to do this. I've thought about stenciling it. I probably will stencil it at some point. Here's the thing about this room. I not renovated it, but I made it over. Okay, so when we got this room, it had wire shelves up here, and I bought cabinets, and I put the cabinets in, I built these shelves in between, and they actually had like they looked different, but they fell off. I still need to fix that. And this was a Hobby Lobby purchase I made today, but and this is like kids crafts that have overflowed out of this cabinet, but I have some things from the Container Store that are on their way to remedy this situation. But I love the, I don't have a pantry, and so these two cabinets right here are like food items, and then we have craft items, and then we have like party light bulbs, like plates and napkins over there. And sorry about my my washing machine is running right now. And then over here, oh, and I painted my door navy, just like the inside of the front door is navy. And as you can see, there are a few nicks on it. This has been painted for a while. You can see, obviously, this needs to be touched up. But, you know, I've never taken pictures of it in here, so there's never been any reason to touch it up. On this wall over here, I did a board and batten or whatever treatment. Obviously, the door handle got the best of that one at one point, and I put in hooks. And you can see we have like every coat that we've ever known. Every coat that we own, plus all the bags, are in here. But these hooks have been the best thing that I probably ever did for this house, because this is where we come in the house all the time, and we just like need a place to hang all of our stuff. And so I had to make this space more functional. And see, I decorated this room like 4 years ago probably, and I bought all these frames at Goodwill and painted them this like orange coral. As you can see, I was going for like this orange, it's like an orange and like sea salt. This color in here is actually one that I mixed together from a bunch of paints I already had. So I don't know. I would say it's probably close to Palladium blue from Benjamin Moore, Palladium blue, however you say that, which is what I was going for. But, you know, honestly, if I took pictures of this room today, like if I were to put this on the blog, I would totally change the look of this room. It's not really my style anymore, but I really liked it at the time, because I decided that if I was going to have to like come in and out of the store and do laundry in here, that it was going to have beach pictures and it was going to have a super beachy vibe, and I would change it all now. So thanks, change. Oh, I totally forget about this sign back here. This is my ironing board, and I made this sign from just some hooks from Lowe's and a board and stenciled this on there. The tutorial is on my blog if you ever wanted to find it. I think it's called Ironing Board Hanger. All right, we've left the laundry room. We're back in here in the hallway. This is my command center that I made a couple of years ago. Made this sign from Emily Lay and bought these things. And we do keep some things in here, but I found that I didn't use it quite the way I expected to. It does keep stuff. It like keeps some school things that we need to like access, and like just gymnastics booklet and stuff like that, and some important information, and you know, it's helpful. But that's why I bought the, if you go back in here, the file folder in here, because really I use that more often, because we tend to come in here and dump all the papers right here on this countertop. So it's helpful to have that file folder right. And then my bedroom, the light will adjust and the lights are on. I wonder if I can turn the lights off. This room needs so much work. I haven't really touched it since we moved in. These were some of my first DIY projects. I pretty much got this room to functional enough and then left it. These are IKEA Rast hacks. If you search for IKEA Rast hack on my blog, you'll find the tutorial for those. And then this headboard is a DIY headboard, and I am not one of those people that has like all the fancy pillows. Maybe someday we'll get there, but it's just not been a priority of mine. This art is totally not my style. So sometime I would like to replace it. And then these, these lamps and mirrors I bought when we first moved in the house. And then some love notes from my daughter. He had this like cherry sleigh bed, bedroom suit. Okay, here's a corner of stuff that needs to be dealt with. And these are, I hate the lighting. Sorry, let me get where the lighting's not so bad. But literally, this is like stuff to give away or stuff to sell. You still can't. So I turn the light on. Like this is like just a table or whatever. And it's turned around backwards so it has doors on the other side. And this is like a nightstand. And this is just like stuff that needs to be sold or gotten rid of. And that's our dresser that is literally the same as when we got married. Sorry, the light, I just cannot get it where, I mean, it's a beautiful piece of furniture. It's just not our thing. And then I love I literally bought this in college and have not. So the master bedroom is definitely on the makeover list for sure. I mean, I've had all the stuff since we got married. So the only thing that I really didn't get when we got married was the nightstands and the headboard were things that were built within the last 6 years. Everything else is 10 plus years old. So, and this rug is the one that came from the dining room. And I really just wanted to see what a rug would look like in here. Pardon the messiness. This is not my best work, but, I like it. And I mean, this rug, I like the warmth of it. I think I would prefer one that's like a little bit like more of a plush rug, but I just kind of wanted to see what it was like in here, and I like it. This is an 8x10, and it's a pretty good size for in here. I might go a little bit bigger just so it extends past the nightstands. But yeah, so there's that. Okay, I'll show you the master bathroom. Don't be impressed or anything, because it's yellow. Okay, we haven't changed anything in here either. We haven't changed the lights. Obviously, we need light bulbs. Those 3 light bulbs are out. That light bulb is out. Hello. But yeah, I've wanted to paint. I want to like paint the grout or just stencil in here. We have hanging babies. We have water babies that are in the bathtub. My girls take baths in here, and they're all their bath toys. And it's probably a little creepy when you walk in and there's little baby dolls hanging there. I would love to take this bathtub out because I hate the jets. The jets, like anytime you turn them on, like all this like black gunk comes out. I would rather have a soaker tub that doesn't. But literally the only thing that's changed in here is the wall color. I painted it the same color as the bedroom and added this bamboo shade and these curtains and curtain rod. That is all I have done. This is the shower hooks, and this shower head we did replace. I'm realizing right now that the house cleaner like has made it face backwards, so when we turn the shower on, it's gonna go towards the wall. So I'm glad I noticed that before anybody took a shower. I did hang this bouquet, this photo. I made this for our first home, and it's of my wedding bouquet. And so I just had it in the bathroom in our first house, and so I stuck it in here. So that's all we've done. Hello again. And then the master closet is nothing to write home about, but it's a lot of, we have a sweatshirt situation. It is literally, it's come a long way since I started blogging. Not that, I've decluttered and gotten rid of a bunch of stuff, but nothing fancy here, folks. Wire shelves and a dresser. That is all. Don't be judged. I have to be quiet because my little girl is sleeping, but I'll show you the other side of the house. This is my older daughter's room. And it is a transition between a nursery and a big girl's room. Like, there's some stuff that's been in here since it was a nursery. And then there's some new stuff, like her bedding is obviously new. I would love to change out some things and make it more cohesive, but like, she doesn't want to give up this painting. Like, that's kind of new. I kind of wanted to do like a pink and gold theme in her room. She likes to decorate with washi tape. So I just kind of let her do what she wants. We might make like something fancy one day. It's a super fancy IKEA bookshelf. I need some more of these baskets. But yeah, it hasn't really been anything blog worthy since it was a nursery, and we just live here, so we're kind of cool with it. It's fine. I'm going to show you my office in there in just a second, but I'll show you, this is our second bathroom. Goodness, I can't turn the light on. I still have a fall printable up here, which is awesome. I framed out this mirror a couple years ago. The light bulb is out. Obviously, the light bulbs I would love to change. But really, the only thing I've done in here is I've painted the cabinets, I've painted the walls, I've framed out the mirror. I've added some art. These were my great-grandmother's. They're not really my style because they're like yellow and red, but I kind of loved them because they were my great-grandmother's. And then it just opens up. It opens up to this potty room. I have, painted the walls and added that and added the curtain. But other than that, I've done nothing in here. And I would love to make it cute for my girls and to do that sometimes. And then these are IKEA picture frames. I've had them for a while, but changed them out every so often. Some of our favorite family photos. And then my office doubles as a guest bedroom, and it always has all of the stuff that has some laundry in it because I was getting that out of the way for the house cleaner. This rolling cart has like all my binders because I have all the binders. Curtains are from Target. I would love to put a day bed in here this year and really like finish out the guest side of things. Over here is my printer stand and book. My year like calendar kind of keeps me on track, and then my desk is a hot mess. I've actually been working in the dining room lately, but there it is, my messy desk. And that's it. That's my home tour. I think you've seen everything except for the baby's room, and I'll show that either when she wakes up or probably tomorrow when she's at school. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. All right, the 3-year-old woke up from her nap, so I'll show you this because we still have some sunlight. But her room is the last room on the tour. Her nursery hasn't changed much since I shared it on the blog, and I have a lot of DIY projects that I did in here. This gallery wall, I made the S, and I guess I didn't make anything else from in here. I got a couple things off Etsy, like this and this. This is from Hobby Lobby. This is from Hobby Lobby. But yeah, I made the S. And I guess I've added this IKEA thing since I shared her room. That wasn't in here before, but we needed it for toy storage. It's a really small room. It has one window, and you'll maybe appreciate my my blackout curtain solution. So I bought these really cheap, thin, I'm about to fall, curtains from, I think they're from Target. And I added a pom-pom trim, if I can find them. Yeah, so there's this, I added this. I think I glued it on. I definitely didn't sew it. I hate sewing. But because, when you have a baby, you really need something to cover the light. We hung up a blanket. It's an Auburn blanket that has literally been hanging in here for 3 years. I could have gotten blackout liner and put behind here, but that would be too practical. So we have had a blanket hanging on the wall, or hanging. So yeah, a little like redneck ingenuity, I guess. And then what else did I do in here? This is old and got stains all over it. It is like such a trash chair. I think whenever she stops rocking to sleep, we're gonna just toss it because it's so broken. This is an old lamp from college, and I used this cute fabric over the lamp. And most of the stuff in this room is on the blog. I chalk painted the furniture with like a custom color that I made. The deer head is a little sad right now. I made this. This was before these were popular. And so I actually made this from a tutorial. I cannot remember the blog that I made it from. But these deer antlers are actually they're from a deer that my husband shot when my oldest was a baby. But they haven't stayed in position like they're supposed to. They've kind of fallen. And so she's just kind of sad. But I love her anyway. And then this little basket up here holds our diaper cream and our oils, just some random bows and stuff, random stuff. Then her crib, I painted it. She's 3 years old and still in a crib. She's very wild, so I'm not looking to take her out of it anytime soon. I made these arrows. I really wanted the arrows, and the tutorial for this came from the same place as the deer head. And then her kitchen is over here, and I made these wall shelves, and I love them. I wish I had made them in my daughter's room, but I actually used the IKEA spice racks in my other daughter's room for the bookshelves. But these are great, and I think it really encourages reading to have the books on their level. Now, I'm not going to lie and tell you that she hasn't chewed some of them up because they were so accessible, but I think it's worth it. And then those arrows, I think were from Michael's, and I just stained those, and I made a single arrow over there. And then that is it. Yep. I was gonna show you. Sorry, I'm turning a circle. Try not to make you dizzy. There's some art that goes above I'll see if I can find the art that goes above the bed, because it actually was the jumping off point for everything, but it's framed in glass. And since she's just kind of wild, I didn't want to leave them up there and her knock them down on herself. But this is where the inspiration came from for the whole room. The colors and the decorations was this creature art from an Etsy shop. So if you have questions about that, just send me a DM. So yeah, that's her room. That's her closet in there. It's a walk-in closet full of toys and clothes and junk. I'll spare you the details, but yeah, that's the last room. Hope you like the tour.